Why does God heal some people but not others? Let's find out. First of all, God is not a genie in a lamp. He is all sovereign. He's almighty. He is God above all things. He is the maker and creator of all things, everything that is before you, everything that you are. He created it all. That being said, he does want to make you whole, no matter what. He absolutely wants to make you whole. We're going to take a look at two examples that are given to us in the Bible. One where he did a healing and he healed them all, and one where he couldn't perform any miracles in that town. Let's take a look. Matthew 15 tells us of a story of Jesus going into a synagogue. And in that synagogue, he found a man with a shriveled hand. And he asked the man to stretch out his hand, and Jesus restored his hand. Later on in verse 15, it says, a large crowd followed him and he healed them all. Key phrase there is they followed him and then he healed them all. Now let's go over to Mark chapter 6. In Mark chapter 6, it mentions that Jesus went back to his hometown. Now in verse 4 it says, a prophet is not without honor except in his own town, among his relatives, and in his own home. Verse 5 says he could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. So when he went into his hometown, he was pretty much rejected. And because he was rejected, he wasn't able to do miracles in that town. Now remember what I said in the beginning, God is all sovereign. Let's take a look at a bonus story in John verses 9. Jesus finds a blind man that was blind from birth. His disciples ask him in verse 2, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Verse 3, Jesus replies, he says, neither this man nor his parents sinned, but this happens so that the works of God might be displayed in him. 1, God is all sovereign. 2, he absolutely wants to make you whole. 3, follow him and you will be healed. 4, reject him and he can't really do much for you. That's a little common sense. But 5, once again, he's all sovereign. Why did the blind man have to go his entire life blind before he could be healed? God is sovereign, and there is a purpose with everybody's life. All of us have a purpose. The beautiful thing is that we all have access to God. We all have access to his throne to say, God, why am I going through this ailment? Why am I suffering this, or am I battling this disease? Why? The deeper you get into his presence, the clearer he will respond to you. He will give you instructions. He will bring you healing even when you think there is no healing, because he will give you the healer. And there is the miracle. When you receive the healer, when you come face to face with God and you experience his tangible presence and you realize that you have received the healer, everything else vanishes. Nothing else matters. That is true wholeness and true healing. That is bigger than any disease, any illness, any ailment, any struggle. Bigger, more powerful, more glorious than anything, any trial and tribulation you encounter on earth. And so worth the discovery, so worth the time in seeking him. It is more precious and the most valuable thing you will ever receive in your life. If you're looking for miracles and you're looking for healing, look no further. Say, God, I want to receive you. I believe that you are Lord of Lords, Jesus. I believe that you died for my healing, and that you rose again, and that you live now. I believe that you sent me your Holy Spirit. And through the Holy Spirit, I want to have a relationship with you, and I want to seek you. And I want your glory in my life. I want that priceless treasure. I want to step into your kingdom. I hope this encourages you. God bless you. Have a beautiful day in the presence of the Lord.